Hey guys, what's up? Auto Kevin here, and in today's video I want to talk to you guys about a what if scenario. So I haven't been making a lot of videos lately, and I'm sorry about that because I kind of lost some inspiration or just trying to figure out what to make videos of. Even though I have a small channel and all, but I just haven't been making enough content, honestly, and I really should be. What if Saab actually what if the 9.5, which is the biggest sedan that they had, was actually all-wheel drive and had a V8? So that'd be a great question. That'd be kind of cool when you think about it. So let's dig right into it. Now I don't have I don't have papers or anything like that. For specs of certain engines or transmissions. So I'm just pulling it all out of my head. So let's go ahead and get started. So what if Saab modified this GM platform to be all-wheel drive instead of just front-wheel drive only? What if they did? Well, I think that if Saab did make the Saab 9.5 the 9.5 platform all-wheel drive, that probably would have sold a lot more cars. They probably would have. But what if it was all-wheel drive with not just a 4-cylinder and a 6-cylinder, but a V8? Now the question is, what kind of V8 would it have to be? My thing is, since it's a Swedish car, I would think that the V8 probably, since Saab was actually under GM, was under GM in the late 90s and early 2000s. I would think that if they had put a V8 in this car, it probably would have been borrowed from GM, probably that of perhaps an LS, or maybe the Cadillac North Star engine. What if Saab basically had two different trims of the Aero? What if they did? So like they had the Aero Dash 1, or basically you had a all-wheel drive 4-cylinder, the same the B235R that came with an all-wheel drive gearbox. It was an all-wheel drive automatic gearbox with a Haldux type all-wheel drive, or its front-wheel drive bias. And then for the Aero Dash 2 model, they had a Cadillac North Star V8, and it had an all-wheel drive transmission too, or all-wheel drive setup. So it's like, what if they made that? Well, I think it would have been cool if Saab made that. But also, what if Saab made their own in-house designed V8? They basically could take two B207Rs and basically combine them together into making a flat plane crank V8 if they wanted to. Flat plane crank V8 that was turbocharged or non-turbocharged. So what if they did that? Well, I would think that the non-turbocharged model would be front wheel drive with the same 5-speed automatic transmission, and the turbocharged model would be all-wheel drive with an automatic transmission or a manual transmission. And the all-wheel drive Aero Dash 2 model with the in-house design with the in-house Saab V8 could come with either an automatic or manual, but front-wheel drive only. So it begs the question, what if they actually did that? I would think that would be a really cool thing if Saab actually ventured that far and basically experimented more with the 9.5 platform, because the 9.5 platform only has three engine options: a 2-liter turbo, a 2.3-liter turbo, and a 3-liter V6 turbo, which to Saab enthusiasts, the 3-liter V6 turbo is not that good of an engine for plenty of reasons. And I kind of understand why I see a bunch of Saab 2-liter or 2.3-liter turbos on the road. But that's besides the point. I want to talk about what if Saab actually experimented more with the 9.5 platform and made a V8 model of the 9.5. Now I'm not talking about Chevy LS V8. I'm talking about Saab's own in-house design V8, whether it's cross-plane or flat-plane crank. I think Saab would have sold more arrows, honestly. I think Saab would have sold more cars because, and also not only that, but if they had more of a bigger lineup, it would probably be more appealing. Because think about it, Volvo had the S80. They had the S80 with different engines, an inline 5, inline 6, front wheel drive, all wheel drive, and then Yamaha Volvo asked Yamaha to create a awesome flat 4-liter flat plane crank V8, which is also known as the Yamaha V8. That's been used in the S80 and the XC90. So I think Saab could have done the same thing. They could have asked Yamaha to make a flat plane crank V8 and make it all-wheel drive just for the 9.5, considering that the 9.5 is a really big car and you probably would want that extra power. So it begs the question, what if they had made a V8 powered Saab? Well, I think Saab would have sold more cars. It would have sold more cars, and a lot of enthusiasts would have held on to the V8 powered Saabs, as V8 powered Saabs, as I can imagine, would be costly, and Saab would probably sell less of them. So let's say, for example, that Saab actually made about at least maybe 100 examples. So it'd be 25. There would be like about at least 50 examples in the U.S. at the time. Let's say 50 examples in the U.S. at the time, and then the rest goes to the other parts of the world. Or maybe not just 100 examples. How about if they made 300 examples? If they made 300 examples of a V8 powered Saab, they would have sold more. They would have sold a lot of money. But then maybe GM, because it got to be costly, that it would only be like a one-time thing, made for one model year, probably 2005 or 2006 with the facelift model. So I think that would have been nice actually if they did make a V8 powered Saab that was all-wheel drive. If GM allowed Saab to experiment with the platform and create such a crazy engine and put it in this car, I think Saab would have sold more money, and a lot of Saab enthusiasts would have been holding on to the more high-valued Saabs. And so the resale value of the Aero -2 model or the Aero model probably would have, probably would be worth more if it had a V8. But that's just my theory. I still think someone should do that. Should probably make a V8 powered Aero, a flat plane crank engine. So that's for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I just pull stuff out of my head to actually to make a kind of fun and unique video. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope to make more videos in the future for you guys to enjoy. I'll probably do a series of what if videos, and hopefully I can try. And a lot of things, they're just all the what if series will probably be an opinion of mine. I'll state some facts, but other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please give it a thumbs up and like. If you aren't following my Instagram, I think you should. Post an Instagram post about it saying about what if I'll be releasing a what if series, and I'll see if you guys like it or not. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good day.